We are back to talk some New York Knicks basketball, and all the talk around the Knickerbockers these days is whether or not they will get Utah Jazz guard Donovan Mitchell. Back with me to talk some Knicks hoops is New York Post Knicks beat writer Marc Berman. Marc, good to see you. How you doing, man?
Doing great, Dexter. Happy to be back.
Yeah, glad to have you back. We're going to talk some Knicks basketball and hopefully give the fans some answers. We'll see what we can do here. So, Marc, you had some recent reporting that says the Knicks have been turned off by Utah team president Danny Ainge's trade demand. So what's going on there?
Yeah, well, the key to the report was if they accepted this deal of 7 first-round picks and a couple of young players, it would have made them a better team. And they believe they could be a 47-win team, which is a 10-game leap. But then where do they go from there? They would be stuck with no future assets to make another significant trade. This trade would not make them a championship contender. So you can't give up the entire farm for Donovan Mitchell if it's not making you at least a team that's destined for the Eastern Conference Finals or the Finals. But it would definitely help the Knicks. 37 wins last year. They think they could be a 47-win team with a Brunson-Donovan backcourt. And if RJ survives, he would be the third option.
Now, I don't know if we want to call things trolling or flirting, but Mitchell, he's been visible in New York this offseason. He's been everywhere. So should fans take this as a sign that he definitely wants to be a Knick?
Without a doubt. I mean, he always spends his offseason in New York, but he's never making all these appearances. And for him to show up to all those Rangers playoff games when he's not even a hockey fan was very surprising. He was just at Rucker Park. They had a night for him with the Cyclones, as his father obviously works for the Mets. And August 30th, they're having Knicks night at Citi Field, which is a little surprising and perhaps a little mysterious. As they said, special Knicks will be on hand. As I mentioned, Donovan Mitchell's father is an alumni director for the New York Mets.
Knicks night at Citi Field, blue and orange forces coming together there, Marc. So, Marc, if this is to get done and Mitchell comes to New York, what is the price that you think the Knicks will have to pay to get the star guard here at the Garden?
Yeah, I think at this point, the Knicks probably are going to be willing to give up 4 first-round picks, maybe a couple of young players like Quickly. They have to get rid of a big contract. Fournier would be their preference. But Julius Randle, it's still an issue because he did not fit in well. His mind was not right last season. Does Randle fit in with Mitchell, Brunson, and RJ? It's 4 ball-dominant players. Could Randle be part of this deal? Thibodeau wants to play minutes and big minutes to Obi Toppin this season. He's been convinced. So we will see what it will take. I think eventually the Knicks could get this deal done, but it might not be until the start of training camp.
Wow. Knicks fans want this deal done sooner than later. I'm sure you want to get it done so we can just move on and talk about other things around the Knicks.
And plus the players involved who could be traded, and Knicks management. Usually they're on vacation at this time of year. Instead, they're still on edge.
They're still on edge. Everyone's on edge. Fans are on edge. Media's on edge. Management, players, all on edge. Marc Berman, he's not quite on edge. He's back to talk some Knicks basketball with us. Marc, good to see you. Thanks for joining me, man.
Thanks so much, Dexter. Enjoyed it.